Are you tired of constantly living paycheck to paycheck? And it seems like as soon as the money comes into your bank account, you're just counting down the days and the time until it leaves. And you feel like you cannot save anything? Then look no further. You came to the right place. In today's lesson, I'm gonna not only show you how to budget, but I'm also gonna give you a free budget template so you can start saving just like I do. And without further ado, enough rambling, let's dive in. I don't know about you, but I've always hated budgeting, especially in the beginning. But on the contrary, it seemed like as soon as my money was coming in, I felt like it was going right out the door in less than 30 minutes, and I knew I had to make a change. So what I did to fix this issue was I started using a budget template, and I actually still use it still to this day. And I just want to share it with you all because I know it'll drastically help you guys, not only with your mindset, but with your finances as well. And I want to give a big shout out to Daniel B. I actually ran across his YouTube channel a super long time ago, and I seen that he was using this budget template, and I've been using it ever since. So now I want to share the wealth. Anyway, I know that money management is a humongous issue, especially in this time and age that we're in right now. But if you actually follow these steps and use the template, you can save not only 20, 40, 60, or even 80% of your income if you do it correctly. Now, let's get into how to actually use this thing. First, what I want you to understand in this first step is you have to start budgeting your finances like you're an actual business. So if we actually go into the Excel sheet right here, it shows the 4 main branches of what you're actually going to be using, which is income, expenses, actual income, and actual expenses. So just a quick breakdown, of course, with income and expenses is basically going to be the generic information of what you're actually going to put. So whatever it is, you just put that ballpark, whatever it is. And then in the actual income and the actual expenses, you're actually going to put what? Your actual income and your actual expenses that you use for this month. So in the income budget tab, I want you to use some ballpark number figures. So for example, I just made it easy for you just as far as the example. Let's say that you bring in $1,500 every 2 weeks and it comes on the 9th and the 23rd. So all you do is you implement the information just like how I did on the screen. So if we scroll down, you will actually see these are all general estimates of what you could actually and possibly spend throughout the month. So basically we're inputting right here what we expect to pay as far as in rent, groceries, car payments, gas, all the above, etc., etc. And of course, as you see, some of them are already generated, but feel free to modify this to your budget needs, please. Now, in the next section, what we're gonna get is the outcome of where you actually are financially. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take your estimated income minus your estimated expenses. So if you check this out right here, and if you scroll down to the yellow tab, you can of course see what you're actually saving. Right here, it shows that you're saving about 1% in savings due to, of course, the generic information I put, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. The goal is to see where you're at and to improve. Now, this is the most important step, and this is a step people don't like doing, which is tracking your spending for the next 2 to 3 months. This is gonna give you at least the average of everything. You need to see where you are and understand where you are financially. Trust me, I know how it feels. You do not wanna remove that Band-Aid, but I promise you, when you remove it from here on out, it's nothing but an uphill battle to help you improve. So now, anyway, the next step is for us to actually track our actual income and our actual expenses, making sure that we are staying within our budget each and every month. So in actual income, of course, we're actually gonna put our actual income. So again, for the example, if it's 515, so for the example, if it's 1,500, then put that down. Now for your actual expenses, you can actually fill this in throughout the month because that's actually what I do. So what I do is I actually go into this every week or every other week, and I just log in all my credit card transactions and things of that nature, and I literally just fill in a blank. So I'll eventually know if I'm actually on track or if I'm actually off track. So if you go right here, you can go ahead and fill in certain criteria or whatever, because you know it pretty much doesn't change. So right here for rent, you can put, for example, $1,400. And for the vendor, you can actually put landlord or anything that you actually put. It doesn't matter, just whatever you want to put. Now, very important, for the blue and green column, everything has to align. Why? Because everything that's on the left side has to coincide with what's going on the right side. So the algorithm knows which is which. So again, if you put $1,400, you will see it generate on the left side, logging it in, right? Perfect. Now, let's say that you're going to the grocery store, and let's say your monthly budget is $500. Let's say you went to Trader Joe's or something, and you spent $150. You're gonna go ahead and log that in, right? Then let's say you go the next week and you spend $200, all right? So let's go ahead and log that in. Log in $200. And then you repeat that again the next following week after that. You will now see that you're actually in the red for the month of $550. So this is going to actually keep a mental note in your head to actually show you that, okay, you're above the threshold that you're in. You either need to dial it back next month, or you can dial it back with the other expenses that you actually have coming up throughout the month. Does that make sense? So again, this template is literally just here to keep you on track and to keep you cautious and paranoid in the right way, so you can control your spending habit. Because I feel that so many people in America don't know much about their own finances. They literally don't know what's going on around them, and that's scary. We're already in a trying time when it comes to inflation. We need to make sure that we know where every penny is going. Now, to move along, I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste the remaining expenses just to hurry this example. But let's play around with the numbers just a little bit. Because even though you were over in the groceries, but let's say you don't pay for the gym. Let's say you only ate out once this month. So now this month, it shows in the yellow that you profit $80 or 4%. Now, it is a win because you're not in the red, and 4% is better than last month, if you ask me. Why? Because you didn't even know where you was anyway last month. So a win is a win. A win is a win. Now, to make sure everything is good, make sure that you use these funds to build up your emergency fund, or you can either invest it. Either way, you want to put your future self in a better position. Don't just go tricking it off doing anything else, please, guys. Now, with all the information that you have to continue to improve over time. You can either continue to decrease expenses, or you can increase your revenue. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know now, decreasing your expenses is always gonna be limiting, but increasing your revenue is limitless. So always venture into any other side hustles or businesses that actually interest you, that can actually generate more income, or just get a second job. Always increase your income. You will be surprised by how much you will save each and every month if you start now. Just knowing what you bring in and how much you're keeping is just important as your credit. Treat them both as equals. I keep telling you guys. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Now, if you click the link in my bio, you can get the free template. And if you need to increase your credit, go ahead and click those links in my bio as well. I hope this really helps you guys. And until next time, ladies and gents.